imagine you coming to the very flamboyant conductor who does incredibly great gesticulation, but the orchestra plays really badly. And on the other hand, imagine a situation, and I've seen many of concerts of such, when conductor is just barely moving, but the orchestra played incredibly. And, I, with both hands, will prefer the second option. Because, again, and the other thing, that was from one of my teachers, Ilya Musin, the legendary. There was one of the lessons in St. Petersburg at that time. The structure of education was like this masterclass. So with supervision of professor, the conductor comes on the podium. There was an orchestra who was, it's a little bit of a hell for the orchestra. They exist just for conducting training. And they were working 6 days a week from 10 to 2 every day, rehearsing. And when is a concert? In December. And when is the next one? In June. So, but all the conductors, young conductors, were coming with supervision of professor and doing their things, rehearsing, performing, well, not performing, playing the piece. Core repertoire, Beethoven, Brahms mainly. And there was one conductor who was very, very arrogant. He was really wanted something from the orchestra, which probably he wasn't very clear, and probably they couldn't do it right here, right there. And then Musin came here and said, okay, let's try one thing. Let's try to play without conductor. And he just moved the hand, and they played. Probably not 100%, but it was very recognizable. Probably even better than with that student. And then he said, fine. And can you now try to conduct without orchestra? And this guy was just trying to do the things, and everybody was laughing. Then he said, remember, the orchestra can play without conductor, but the conductor without the orchestra is a comedy show. And that explains you what is most important. Of course, you need to inspire, and of course, you need to do certain things, and you can add this extra layer of inspiration or adrenaline in a concert. However, I never consider myself conducting for the public. I'm here for the orchestra. Even if there's an encore where you need to make a bit of show in Radetzky March, you do that for the orchestra. You're conducting the public, but you do that for the sake of the orchestra, for their fun.